Things just got more spicy with the FTX drama, so this is an update video. First, big news coming out that the Bahamian government has ordered FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried to transfer all the assets from FTX to the Bahama government. It's crazy. I'll read out the press release right now. Nassau, the Bahamas, on Thursday, 17th November 2022, the Security Commissions of the Bahamas, the Commission, in the exercise of its powers as regulators acting under the authority of an order made by the Supreme Court of the Bahamas, took action of directing the transfer of all digital assets from FTX Digital Markets Ltd. to a digital wallet controlled by the Commission for Safekeeping. Urgent interim regulatory actions were necessary to protect the interests of clients and creditors. Ooh, that is so wild. I know a lot of people who had money on FTX. They're definitely concerned about getting that money back. A lot of people were able to transfer it out right before it closed, but a lot of people weren't. And some people were logging into their FTX accounts and like getting hacked or something, getting withdrawals taken on their account. In connection with investigating a hack on Sunday, November 13th, Mr. Bankman-Fried and FTX co-founder Gary Wang stated in recorded and verified text that Bahama regulators instructed that certain post-petition transfers of debitor assets be made to Mr. Wang and be made by Mr. Wang and Mr. Bankman-Fried, and that such assets were custodied on fire blocks under control of the Bahama government. Oh my gosh, it's so spicy. This the Frank beat, what is his name again? Mr. Bankman-Fried, Sam Bankman-Fried, looks like a total nerd, let's be real, and things are going down in flames, but that's not the only spicy part of this drama. Apparently, SBF, Sam Bankman-Fried, his ex-girlfriend is Caroline, who was the head of Alameda Research. So as a reminder, if you didn't watch my other video, please go watch it and subscribe, hopefully. Alameda Research essentially controlled all the money for FTX, and a lot of money from FTX was being funneled to this research company. I don't even know what they research. Let's see. Oh, they research quantitative trading firm specializing in cryptocurrencies. So basically, it's a BS company that's made to So essentially, it's a made-up company made for crypto strategies and arbitrage, market making, yield farming, and trade volatility. So kind of a BS company that was just made to hold money from FTX. Well, apparently their ex-boyfriend and ex-girlfriend, I didn't know. I mean, two nerds get together, they're kind of on the same attractiveness level. But then more exciting things happen. Someone is threatening to release the sex tape between Caroline and Sam Bankman-Fried. So I'll read a synopsis of this conspiracy. The Sam Bankman-Fried and Caroline Ellison sex tape. It refers to a rumored explicit video of the two purportedly engaging in sexual acts on camera that was threatened to be released on November 18th, 2022 by the FTX insider, following the FTX crash a week before. The supposed insider announced the existence of the sex tape on a website 2 days prior, claiming SBF and Ellison must be held accountable. Shortly after the announcement, a massive spike in memes about the tape and people having reactions to watching it appeared online and became a topic of popular discussion on Twitter. On November 8th, 2022, when news initially broke about the collapse of FTX, many online began scrambling to look up the main players involved, most notably the founder, Sam, and Alameda Research CEO, Caroline, who were rumored to be ex-lovers at the time. During this time, some users online began speculating that the tape of the two must exist, especially as details about them being in a polycule surface. What the fuck is a polycule? Sorry to curse. A polycule is a connected network of people in non-monogamous relationships. So basically they're just all screwing each other. Nerd behavior. For example, one such early tweet came from Twitter user TMNXEQ on November 19th in response to other Twitter users learning more about the situation. And this person said, rumor has it that there's a sex tape on November 9th before the collapse even began. The rumor about the sex tape existing continued spreading, with many reporting to have seen it via Discord groups or by other means. As the word spread, memes and hot takes about people who pretended to see it started to become increasingly prevalent online. For example, a tweet sent out by Twitter user at The Real Milk Bags, I like that handle, on November 10th, and another by M4573RCH on November 12th. Each included their own takes about seeing the video and trying to sell it as an NFT, received over 200 likes and 100 likes respectively in 5 days. The Real Milkbags tweeted, "The Sam and Caroline sex tape just leaked on Can Pie Panda's Discord and it's disgusting." The other guy said, "Should I auction the Sam Caroline sex tape as an NFT?" On November 16th, a website called sbleaks.eft.limo then went live with a message stating that the individual claiming to be the former FTX insider would release the uncensored version of the sex tape between SBF and Ellison online on November 18th, 2022, causing many doubters to believe the tape was real and memes to skyrocket in usage as people began to discuss it en masse online. One such example was tweeted by Twitter user John W. Rich Kid on November 16th, receiving over 1,000 likes in less than 24 hours. John W. Rich Kid said, "SBF and Caroline sex tape is going to be leaked this Friday. Coming up, buckle up." Well, nothing got leaked. It's November 21st right now, but it is spicy, and I didn't know that they were ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend. It's kind of crazy, but I guess when people are committing crimes, they keep it in the family. Nepotism is huge in the tech industry. If you went to the same college as someone else, you'll be preferred simply for that. But it's very common to see people who have parents and children both coming from, MIT, Harvard, Yale, and they follow each other through different industries. You saw that in my last video that everyone had connections to either, FTX, crypto in general, federal regulations, the federal government. Whenever you see something amiss, it's really easy to know who's connected. Just look at the people nearby. And another spicy fact about FTX I found, the new CEO of FTX is making $1,300 an hour. That comes up to $2.7 million a year. There's no way in hell that FTX is making that much money to pay someone $2.7 million a year. So I'm wondering who this CEO is that makes $2.7 million a year. The guy's name is John J. Ray III. Ray has garnered a reputation for having something of a Midas touch with troubled companies. Previously, the turnaround titan served as chief of restructuring and plan administrator in a high-profile bankruptcy case involving prominent companies overseas, Shipholding Group and Nortel Networks. During his time at Enron, Ray spearheaded efforts to put more than $20 million back into the hands of bamboozled investors. He also earned a reputation for standing up to Wall Street and its interests. "He's making us look good," people close to Enron creditors told the Chicago Tribune in 2007. "He is like a pit bull. He's not going to let go." FTX executive shuffle comes as the firm is facing mounting legal troubles. And apparently this guy, Sam J. Ray, the name is not attractive, but he is talking crap about FTX, saying, "Never in my career have I seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such complete absence of trustworthy financial information as occurred here at FTX," when he put in his court documents filing. That's what he said. Ooh, that is a little rough. One of the most pervasive failures of FTX.com business in particular is the absence of lasting records of decision-making, the document said. Mr. Bankman-Fried often communicated by using applications that were set to auto-delete after a short period of time and encouraged employees to do the same. It sounds like they were handling business over Signal. So that's the downside of being weirdly obsessive about your communication with people, like using disappearing messages on Signal, is that you don't have a track record for anything. And obviously, to me, it's a sign. It's a bad sign. It's a red flag for someone someone to be so obsessively afraid of their communication being tracked? I mean, what do you have to hide? If this is business communication and it could be, you know, liable against you in the future, what are you trying to hide unless you are committing a crime or doing things that are illegal? John J. Ray also said FTX systems compromised integrity and had faulty regulatory oversight abroad. He noted concentration of control in the hands of what he called a, quote, small group of inexperienced, unsophisticated, and potentially compromised individuals. Did you hear that word, compromise? That means that someone doesn't have the right intentions for the company. Maybe they would use that word in terms of an enemy. So he thinks that the people running FTX are compromised. They're not looking out for the best interests of the company. Ray also criticized the failure to reconcile blockchain's position daily, software used to conceal and misuse of customer funds, and the absence of independent governance between Alameda and FTX and other companies. Liquidators late Wednesday said that there were signs of, quote, serious fraud and mismanagement occurred at FTX. So, okay, maybe I talk crap about that $2.7 million salary. Clearly the guy's gonna clean it up, but I don't know. Do you guys think that someone truly deserves $2.7 million for a salary? Let me know in the comments below. I'm trying to find the guy's LinkedIn or his work history, but we just have quotes. Oh, I just found it, John Ray III. Oh my gosh, this guy has his own Wikipedia page. He's an American attorney and insolvency professional. He's the CEO of FTX. He was the CEO of Enron and oversaw its liquidations during its bankruptcy. He also worked with the bankruptcies of Nortel Residential Capital and overseas shipholding, like I had mentioned. The son of a union plumber and his wife Florence, Ray grew up in Pittsfield, Massachusetts before studying at the University of Massachusetts and Drake University. From 1998 to 2002, Ray was the Chief Administrative Officer and General Counsel at Fruit of the Loom after the company declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 1999. After Enron went into Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2001, Ray was appointed the chairman of the reorganized company that recovered money for creditors. He served in this role from 2004 until 2009. On the same day of its declaration of bankruptcy, Ray was named the CEO of cryptocurrency FTX. So I didn't hear anything about Enron in there, but apparently, according to FTX court disclosures, the company paid Ray $200,000 retainer fee and $1,300 per hour. Okay, so that's the news. He's getting paid $1,300 an hour because he's a lawyer, and lawyers do make a lot of money per hour. Typically, they're not working 40 hours per week. That 2.7 is 40 hours a week. And a $200,000 retainer fee is super duper high. But I guess if you're one of the best lawyers in bankruptcy for bankruptcies with companies like this, you can garner that amount of money. But let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. I make videos about the tech industry, tech news, trying to get a job in tech and what the future will look like. So please subscribe to my channel. I have a whole playlist of layoffs if you are worried about that. If you are on the job search in the industry or just want to keep up with the news, please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching this video.